Venetian Dreams and American Shadows, Edition 5. The Ninth Gate. Prologue, Int. Lost Library of Alexandria, reconstructed site, night. Flames flicker off bronze walls. Beneath layers of modern excavation, a secret annex is revealed, sealed for millennia. Candles illuminate a single item on an obsidian altar. A scroll wrapped in serpent skin, marked with the spiral of 13. A hooded figure opens it reverently. Words not written in ink, but in ash and blood. In a forgotten tongue. Porte novum. Una aperta. Octo restant. Unis eligitor. 9 gates. 1 open. 8 remain. 1 will be chosen. Int. Underground temple, night. Luca stands before the bloodlit throne. Grigori and Helena flank him. The obsidian thrones whisper his name. Echoes of past gatekeepers swirl, warriors, monks, scholars, all seated in spectral forms. Luca places his marked hand upon the glowing throne. A pulse erupts outward, sending tremors through the earth. Suddenly, a beam of light shoots upward through the cavern, striking a mirror embedded in the temple ceiling. The mirror fractures, revealing coordinates. 9 locations. 9 trials. A new voice. Ancient. Both male and female. The oracle, V. O. The 9th gate is not found. It is revealed. 1 soul must pass through the trials. If they fall, so falls the world. Ext. First location, the salt churches of Bolivia, Day. Deep in the Uni Flats, beneath a cathedral carved entirely from salt, Luca faces his first trial. Inside, a room lined with salt statues of saints, all crying blood. Helena discovers a fresco, it shows a painting within a painting. A Da Vinci replica. The Most Larson. Piece, twisted, showing the Last Supper inverted. Grigori lights a match. The salt walls begin to sweat. From behind the altar, a voice. The shepherd. Only truth survives in salt. Speak your greatest lie, or be consumed by it. Luca hesitates. The salt begins to rise around his feet. Luca, quietly. I said I never wanted power. The salt creeps higher. But I do. I always did. The salt collapses into dust. The fresco blazes with light. Int. Second location, the submerged chapel, Russia, night. Beneath frozen waters, divers guide Luca into a chapel lost to time. Carved into ice, a crucifix bleeding water. Inside, the walls echo with chanted Russian psalms. A test of memory. He sees his mother, a woman he never spoke of, never remembered, painting icons while whispering to a shadow in the corner. Mother, vision. You were born to betray kings. Helena pulls him out of the trance before he drowns in the vision. Montage, 7 trials across the earth. Egypt, Luca descends the hidden shaft beneath the Sphinx to face a mirror that shows him as the herald. Spain, a bullfight without swords, he must calm the beast with silence. India, a riddle carved in Sanskrit across a temple to Kali, the answer. Death must love the living. Iceland, walking across a lava field barefoot to reach a shrine of ash. New York, a painting auction, the real Da Vinci Most Larson appears, untouched, unknown. Nigeria, a cave of echoes, where every word he speaks is turned against him. At each trial, Luca loses something, a memory, a belief, a certainty. Until finally. The final trial, the Vatican mirror. Int. Vatican, hidden gallery, night. The hidden mirror, one of 9 created by Spes Bona in the 14th century, rests in a black chamber. Grigori is missing. Helena is wounded. The herald waits beside the mirror, smiling, holding the spiral scroll. Herald. This is your final gate, Luca. But it doesn't open outward. It opens inward. The mirror reflects not Luca, but a version of himself in full regalia, seated on the obsidian throne, hands blood-stained. Mirror Luca. All this for redemption? No. You want control. You want meaning. Luca touches the mirror. Flash of white, beyond time. He is alone. Standing in a white space, surrounded by whispers. A figure walks toward him. His father. But as a gatekeeper in full robes. Father. I failed. I opened the wrong gate. You must close what I started. He hands Luca an obsidian key. Return to reality. Luca opens his eyes. The herald is gone. The scroll, burning. The mirror shows only Luca's reflection now. He holds the obsidian key. Epilogue, EXT. Unknown location, night. A storm rages over a desolate island fortress. Within its walls, 8 empty thrones. A ninth now glows. The Spes Bona Council stands, faces blurred, robes gold and crimson. Spes voice. The key has passed. The trials are complete. The final gate is near. To be continued. Asterisk in Venetian Dreams and American Shadows, Edition 6, The House of Glass and Fire. Venetian Dreams and American Shadows, Edition 6. The House of Glass and Fire. Opening Scene, EXT. The Island Fortress, Night. Rain claws against stone. Wind howls. The obsidian key glows in Luca's hand. Lightning flashes, revealing the true form of the island fortress. A 9-spired citadel, mirrored entirely in black glass. The House of Glass and Fire, Spes Bona's inner sanctum. As Luca approaches, the door opens on its own, revealing a corridor of mirrored arches and fire-lit braziers. Each arch reflects a different version of him, past, present, possible. A voice speaks from nowhere and everywhere. The house, v. O. Welcome, heir of the gate. Leave your name behind. Luca hesitates, then whispers. Luca. I was never the heir. I was the mistake. The corridor accepts this. Int. The throne chamber, moments later. The 8th throne stands silent, arranged in a crescent. The 9th throne, center, now burns with a soft white fire. The Council of Spes Bona emerges, their faces still blurred, identities hidden by shifting masks made of living glass. The center figure steps forward. Their robe is crimson, embroidered with the spiral sigil. This is the Archivist. Archivist. You have survived the 9 trials. You hold the key. But the gate has not yet opened. Only one thing can, the sacrifice. Luca. I gave everything. My blood, my memories. I faced myself in that mirror. Isn't that enough? Archivist. Not yet. You are not the sacrifice. She is. A wall slides open, revealing Helena, bound in glass threads, her pulse faint. Int. Memory Hall, continuous. Luca is taken through a corridor where each door shows a moment from his life, recorded by the house. He sees the day his father vanished, not kidnapped, but entering the gate willingly. His first lie, blaming Allessandro for the forged Vermeer. His greatest secret, that he always knew what Spes Bona was, but pretended otherwise. A final room opens, a vision of Luca on the obsidian throne, alone, everything else in flames. Int. Prism chamber, night. The keyhole appears beneath a floor of fractured light. The key must be turned, but it will ignite the floor, burning whatever stands atop it. Luca. Let her go. Take me. Archivist. We already have you. What we need is her purity. The gate opens only with both corruption and innocence. That is the law. Helena, faintly. Don't let them win, Luca. Not again. A figure steps out from the dark, Grigori. Alive. Masked. Standing beside the archivist. Grigori. There is no winning here. Only finishing the cycle. I took the gate trials 30 years ago. I failed at the 8th. But you. You made it through. Now close the gate, or open it. Let the old gods return. Sudden revelation, the true purpose of spes bona. As Luca hesitates, Helena begins to glow, her body forming the shape of the symbolic chalice. Visions pour into Luca's mind, the truth behind spes bona's foundation. It was not built to guard the gates. It was built to reopen the 9th gate, the one shut by divine will after Babel. The trials are not tests of worthiness, but mechanisms to weaken the soul enough to surrender to divine fire. The gate is not to power. It is to ending. Final confrontation, fire or glass. Luca is given a choice. Insert the key, burn Helena, open the gate, and become the last keeper of this cycle. Break the key, and collapse the house, ending the legacy of spes bona, but losing all knowledge within forever. The council chants. Helena opens her eyes, unafraid. Luca looks at Grigori, then at his reflection in the mirrored floor. Luca. No more houses. No more gates. He turns, and shatters the obsidian key. House collapse, everything unravels. The house of glass and fire begins to tremble. Light pours from its walls. One by one, the thrones disintegrate. The archivist screams, their face fully revealed, a young version of Luca's father, trapped in the cycle. Helena is freed, her bonds melting. Luca carries her out as the fortress collapses in a cyclone of fire and memory. Epilogue, Int. Venice, dawn. A quiet dock. Fog on the water. Helena asleep on Luca's shoulder. He stares at the horizon. The scrolls are gone. The mirrors are broken. But something remains, a single page, washed ashore. It reads. Id lux in tenebris lucet, id tenebrae eam non comprehenderant. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. To be continued. In edition 7, the Blood Manuscript.